The Midwest Monster. This show was really everything it is hyped up to be. 350 tables. This was the biggest show I've ever set up at. This was like the early crowd, so it did get way more busy than this. And this was winding down on the day Saturday. I didn't get a video of the peak crowd, but it was definitely consistent traffic the whole time. There was some amazing stuff on display here. I mean, just look at this case. Look at all these 53 Satchel Paige, bunch of Frank Robinson rookies. So there was some awesome stuff in the room, and I made a bunch of sweet deals buying and selling. It was for sure worth the trip. Both of the days were busy, basically the entire day. And man, just look at some of the stuff that he's got. I mean, all these Jackie Robinsons, 52 tops. This guy has absolutely anything that you need. And like I said, there was 350 tables, so there was a bunch of great options, great dealers, both modern and vintage cards. It was definitely a great experience for my first large show setting up at. Being there both days really gave me enough time to walk around and make sure I really looked at every table. I'll get to showing you guys my case that I had set out here in a minute once we're done looking at some of these insane cards. Bunch of 51 Bowman and 52 Topps Mantles. This is one of the biggest shows in the country, so if there's really anything you're looking for, you're going to be able to find it here. Now here is a look at some of the stuff that I had set out. Some pretty nice cases. I had 2 cases with slabs in it and 2 raw cases. But like I said, a great show of buying and selling. Had some people bring me some pretty awesome stuff, so I'll show you guys that later in the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, just closed the deal. You may recognize this guy. Thanks, Ryan.
Huge vintage deal right here. About 20 slabs in general, mostly pre-war. Mostly 50s through 70s. 25% of the deal was pre-war, but glad we were able to get it done. Now you get some cool PC cards, right?
Thanks for stopping by.
No problem.
So after Ryan came by and bought out a bunch of my stuff, I was kind of scrambling. I had a lot of holes in the case I needed to fill. So I let my dad watch the table for a bit while I went around and tried to scoop up some deals to fill in those empty gaps. So here's some stuff I was able to find. I got this 55 Banks. This one is super sharp, but it is trimmed. But this one is still in very good condition. No wrinkles or anything like that. And a super sellable and popular card. One of my favorite looking Banks cards, at least. Also had this 33 Gaudy Joe Cronin and this 33 Gaudy Paul Wayner. So both of those were nice little Gaudy finds. Those I just pick up anytime I can find them. Here I got from a dealer with a whole bunch of pre-war. This is a caramel card. I think it's one of the E something, but it's the American caramel. It's a Roger Bresnahan. Awesome artwork on this. And I picked this one up at a good price. This set is just awesome. These caramel ones are super tough to find, so I went and grabbed that. Some of the bigger cards I grabbed was this 53 Bowman Pee Wee Reese. It does have a wrinkle going through here. Not sure if I can get it on the camera, but this is a fantastic card. This card is insanely popular. I set it out in my case and I had a bunch of people actually just asking to look at it at least, even though I had just picked it up. Now you may be able to see his face down in the corner, but I went and picked up 2 monster cards together in the same deal. This 52 Bowman and the 53 Topps Mickey Mantle. Insane artwork on these. The 2 biggest cards I picked up by far. Both of these I'm probably going to look to trade. But this was definitely the biggest deal of the day. I was super happy when I got both of these, threw them in the case, and it made it look super nice. For a long time, that has been my favorite Maze card. I've been looking for one. I did not expect I was going to get one in a 3.5, but I'm not going to complain that I did. That's an awesome card, and it's an awesome grade. The centering on it is amazing. The colors, as you can tell, are beautiful. Here's another deal I made right after the deal I made with Ryan. Got some nice Hall of Fame rookies in there. 53 Bowman Mantle, and a couple other really cool cards tossed in there as well. But now this is something you don't see every day. So when I was set up, like I said, I had people bringing me stuff to buy, and this was by far the craziest stuff that was brought up. Yes, all these cards were real. There's the Clemente rookie, 56 Mantle, and all these cards are in great shape. He was saying he's had them for 20, 30 years. And so he was just kind of test the water, see what type of value he could get, and that. And I ended up buying them. It didn't look like he really wanted to sell. I had to show you guys because that's something that you just don't see. One other card I picked up recently but never showed on the channel was this awesome Juan Soto autograph, numbered out of 15. Like you guys know, I don't usually do any modern cards, but I thought this one was pretty awesome. It's got the gold ink, so I thought that was pretty cool, and that ended up selling at the show. So just wanted to throw that one in there. I thought this card was really cool. One more card I got walking around on Friday was this 53 Topps Feller. This one's an SGC 7, and there hasn't been any sales of this in like over a year. So I was kind of just buying it out of the dark. I didn't know exactly what kind of a fair value would be, but based on PSA 7s, I feel I got a pretty good price. I may send it to be reholdered, and I should have just taken up to SGC at the show and reholdered it, but I'll see what I'm able to do with that card. And I also had a bunch of stuff walk up to the table throughout both of the days. So this is some of the stuff I got walk up to the table. I had this 70 Topps Roberto Clemente, pretty good shape. A few Ricky Henderson rookies. Some guy had 3 of them, and so I just bought all 3 of them off of him. Can always sell those cards. Everyone needs a Henderson in their collection. Another card that almost everyone has in their collection is this 83 Topps Gwyn. And this one is in good shape. It's got nice centering, nice corners, PSA 9. So that is a very nice card. As well as this one, the 69 Topps Reggie Jackson PSA 5. It's an older label, but the centering on it is nice enough. I was able to buy it. I bought it with a few rookie cards. I also had a 52 Topps Mignoso in this lot. So it's the Mignoso, this Reggie Jackson, and these 2 cards. Behind here was the Bob Gibson in a 4 and the Carl Yastrzemski in a 4.5. All 3 of these, plus the Mignoso, was a PSA 3. I ended up selling the Mignoso the next day at the show, so I don't think I got any pictures or videos of it, but it was pretty sick as well. And what can you say about these cards? Arguably some of the most, both are just perfectly designed cards, some of the absolute best. So I loved the fact that I didn't even have to walk around to get those. Those just came up to me. Super pleased with that. As well as I got a couple more modern cards, 2 Joe Mauer rookies in PSA 9s, and a 2003 Topps Griffey in a PSA 9. And these also came with a Justin Verlander rookie PSA 10. I ended up selling that the next day, like as soon as I put it in my case. Now this final one is one of my favorites I got at the show. It's hard to beat the Mantle and the Mays pickup, but this one is at least pretty close, just one single card. And I got it the second day on a Saturday walking around. Found a dealer who had this kind of hiding in his case and picked up the autographed Whitey Ford rookie. This one is awesome. Like I said, it's hard to beat the Mantle and the Mays, but this one is definitely trying hard enough. I've never had any Ford rookies, so for the first one I get to be autographed, that's insane. One of my best shows I've ever had as far as purchases, and definitely the biggest show I've had as far as sales. Want to give a thanks to everyone who commented on the last video to win this awesome 68 Topps Al Kaline. I'm going to spin the wheel here in a second. Remember, all you have to do is be subscribed and comment on the video. Next video, I'm giving away this 81 Donruss Ricky Henderson, and this thing is blazing sharp. So we'll click the wheel here and see who wins, and then send you guys off. Greg with the win. Congratulations, Greg. I'll give you this Al Kaline as soon as I can.